What if I told you that a frozen island with barely 60,000 people could ignite a trade war between the United States and some of its closest allies?
Not oil.
Not Ukraine. Not Taiwan. Greenland. And now, the Italian Prime Minister has stepped into the fire, calling U.S. tariff threats a mistake. Is this strategic pressure or reckless economics? Recently, Giorgia Meloni, Italy's Prime Minister, publicly criticized threats of U.S. tariffs linked to Greenland, warning that economic punishment over territorial and diplomatic disputes could backfire. Her comments come after Donald Trump renewed threats to impose tariffs of up to 25% on goods coming from Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, United Kingdom, Netherlands, and Finland, all over objections to U.S. moves related to Greenland. So why Greenland? And why now? Greenland is not just ice and glaciers. It sits at the heart of Arctic geopolitics. It's rich in rare earth minerals, critical shipping routes, and strategic military positioning between North America and Europe. As Arctic ice melts, Greenland becomes more valuable, not less. From Washington's perspective, Greenland is about national security and future economic dominance. From Europe's perspective, it's about sovereignty, international law, and precedent. And that's where the conflict begins. Before we move ahead in the video, I kindly request all viewers to subscribe to the channel, share it with others, and give it a like.
So let's get back to the topic.
Supporters of Trump's tariff threat argue this is classic leverage. The U.S. has long used tariffs as a negotiating weapon, not just for trade, but for politics. The logic is simple. If diplomacy fails, economic pressure forces cooperation. They say Europe benefits enormously from access to American markets, and a 25% tariff would hurt enough to bring governments back to the table. From this view, tariffs are not punishment, they're tools. This is where Giorgia Meloni's warning lands hard. She argues that weaponizing trade over territorial disputes is a mistake, one that could fracture alliances at a time when unity matters most. European leaders fear that if tariffs become a response to political disagreement, then no alliance is stable. Today it's Greenland. Tomorrow it could be defense spending, energy policy, or relations with China. For Europe, this feels less like negotiation and more like coercion. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Both sides have a point. The US is right that Greenland is strategically vital. Europe is right that tariffs could spiral into retaliation, hurting workers, consumers, and global markets. But the real controversy is this: should economic power be used to override political consent? Or is that simply how great power politics works in the modern world? This isn't just about Greenland. It's about the future of Western unity. If allies start threatening each other with tariffs, the line between partnership and rivalry becomes dangerously thin. So was Giorgia Meloni right to call the tariff threat a mistake? Or is economic pressure the only language power understands today? If Greenland can shake the Atlantic Alliance, imagine what the next crisis could do. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, like, and share the channel. Every click is not just encouragement. It's the fuel that keeps us going, creating, and improving. Your engagement is our biggest motivation. Thank you for being part of this journey.